Shannon.
I just have a question. I wondered if anybody had ever tried to expand their business outside the US, like to Canada or somewhere. Or if anybody knows anything about it.
I have connections. And I have a company, and I'm not doing it just yet because I'm not stable enough yet, but I can put you in touch with them. And basically what they do is they allow you to offer international services to your clients, but they will do all the back end work. And so I'll have to send you the fee structure and everything that goes with it, but you still make like $500, but they do all of the work. And we did international at the other company. So I have process servers that I know and have worked with in like Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. And so they're in my back pocket. So if it's something you want to do, let me know. But the Hague Convention is really not fun to have to understand and learn the Hague Convention. It's a lot that goes into it. So if you can have somebody do it for you and still make money, I would recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take all the information you got. And if you know somebody up there right now, let me know, because I do have a client that I was doing a job for today, and the company is originated out of Canada and they need to serve them. So we were looking at an address here on the American side, which didn't pan out. So, but they still need to serve Canada. So that would be great. But any and all information would be wonderful.
Okay. Yep. I'm driving right now. So just remind me, because I might forget by the time I get back.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. No rush. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, great question. Yeah. At the NAPS conference, I met a guy who's a part of Translation Services, something LLC, and he does the big part of his thing is translating it, right? So if you send something to Brazil or some other place, like you got to be able to translate it to that local language, and that is widely accepted language, like here English and I think Spanish, and there's some other ones here that need to be translated locally as well, right? So having contacts and is everything. I'm telling you, like when I first joined NAPS and CalisPro, and I started getting work from other people, and then I was getting the job and I was going from door to door and serving the paper. I'm a process server, okay? But then the first time I had an attorney, I got an attorney, and then the first time I had an attorney say, "Can you serve this thing in Texas?" And I was like, looking at flights and like, how much am I going to make on this? I was like literally going to fly to Texas and charge him a few $1,000s. That's what I thought I was going to do, because he was like, I don't care, whatever it costs. That's how his attitude was. And I was like, all right. And then and then I did some research, and I think I asked Chad down in Bakersfield. I asked him, I was like, what would you do? He goes, Mike, just send it to so-and-so. He knew exactly who to send it to in the exact city, like where it was. It was a city I never even heard of. I think it was the one that's close to College Station, I think it's called. And then Ken Ringo was there. I think Ken Ringo, he ended up joining the thing before I did, the PSD University. And anyway, that's when I learned. I was like, I think I charged $500. I paid Ken $150 to go serve it same day. And I was like, this.
Ken Buren, Bruner, Burner.
Oh, no, Ringo. Ken Ringo.
Ringo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he might have stopped serving. I think because he started doing a child visitation. He had this cool little arcade thing, and then he was also a deputy, so he was moonlighting basically. And but he's a great guy. He's a really cool guy. Straight up, shoot, 50 cal on top of the cigar, and he's serving papers. Like, he's a cool guy. I liked Ken a lot. Yeah. But yeah, so so that really changed the idea for me. Like this is when I realized it wasn't just a business that can make good money, but it's a business that I could do and not have to knock on doors. How many of you guys are knocking on doors and every day you're like, maybe one day I'll work from my office?
I'm doing it today.
Okay, it's possible. See?
Yep.
And
I'm out serving.
And And how many of you guys are like, I get what you're saying, Mike, but I could never be cooped up in an office.
Nope. Nope. I did it for the other company. I just got to get myself to the point where I can do it for myself. And I'm making enough money to pay them and to stay at home at the same time. I just got to get there.
Yeah.
So I am blessed. You know, I get to work in the office, and I mean, I will do serves, but I have people that work for me, and I'd rather pay them to do it than me go do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think the key is, and this is what I tell my team, to send stuff out all over, is I had to teach them, like, there's certain amounts you don't go over. Like, you know, they go, oh, the person will do it for $250. And I was like, do we use this card? I'm like, we got paid $187, which is decent, but not $250. I said, you got to find someone closer. And sure enough, she found a notary that was only $50 right down the road.